What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have my good friend Jonah Kest. He is one of the most incredible yoga teachers that I know, fully embodied, like not one of these yogis that just does it for online presence. Like, this guy really knows his stuff. He was born into the philosophy, lived it his whole life, and now he teaches all over the world, different workshops, different classes at the most elite level that I know. And today he's gonna come in and train with me, and we're gonna show you the importance of how yoga can actually help you reach your fitness goals and how they both complement each other really well and can help improve your endurance. It can help improve your mobility, your flexibility, your stability, which will in turn help you be able to put on more muscles safely and last while you're in the gym. And let's see what I can do. I like to do yoga, but I'm by no means a yogi, and my flexibility is not so great. But Jonah, what up, bro?
What up, my guy?
Welcome, welcome.
Me, bro.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
Sick.
In true yogi fashion, came with the came with the barefoot.
So yeah, I think it's kind of cool. Like, you know, a lot of yogis want to be bodybuilders. You know, I think mentally a lot of bodybuilders want more mobility.
Absolutely.
So to kind of just come together, see how we can complement each other.
Yeah.
Just have fun and hopefully bring some value to the audience. Let's go for it.
Yeah, so I'm thinking let's get a workout in first.
Yep.
Let's start by warming up our body, lifting some weights, and then we'll do a little bit of restoration and show kind of how the moves that we do can be complemented by some yoga moves, and see, you know, I might have some more strength than him, but he's gonna have a different kind of strength than me. Let's just do it. Let's go. Let's go get it.
All right.
I normally like to start with a little bit of a warm up,
Yep.
just to get my shoulders nice and lubricated. So I'm gonna grab some light weights.
So you're just opening the shoulders here?
Just open them up, getting them loose, getting some circulation in there. Shoulders are one of those things where you always want to protect them, because as a bodybuilder, it's one of the most common injuries that I see with people. Thankfully, I've been blessed and never had any kind of serious injury, but it's because I train smart, and because I warm up, I actively have a little bit of intentional like drop sets before I get into my heavy sets. I try not to lift beyond my, you know, safety range, and my goal is like longevity.
Am I doing this right?
Yeah, so chest up, shoulders back, and then raise them up.
Got it. So
Yeah,
here.
there we go.
Oof. Yeah, you just can't get this in a downward facing dog. Everyone thinks like the harder you go, you know?
Yeah.
But it's really just taking care of yourself, warming up like you said. This is great. Oh, already feeling the burn.
A little warm up goes a long way. All right,
I'm gonna be cooked
let's do another.
properly. And I did a yoga practice this morning, so.
Oh yeah? What is your like second or third time training today?
I love how you're making me lift before I show you guys the yoga, because now I'm just gonna look like a goofball.
But the goal, little trick here, whenever you do these, imagine trying to put the back of your hands to either wall. So you're not lifting up like this, you're actually pushing out. So what it does is you'll feel the activation on your shoulders way more when you imagine pushing the two walls out from the back of your hands.
Got it. It's just a different kind of strength. Like, I feel like yoga is so good at like touching areas, but just putting that little bit of extra weight tones it up in a completely different way. Love to integrate.
Do you think that being too muscular would be counterproductive for yoga?
It just depends if it starts to get in the way of your range of motion. Like, if you're doing them side by side, I feel like naturally your muscles will get longer instead of shorter.
Yeah.
Because when you contract, you're shortening the muscle.
And that's all training is. Training is just, it's about contraction.
Exactly.
You know, it's about like,
so when you get too contracted and too tight, then that's when you weaken the range of motion. So maybe we'll explore a few shoulder openers after this.
let's do it.
Uh-oh, he's already pushing me.
We'll go 15.
The show
It's the trainer in me. I have to, I know you can do more.
He's trying to make a
There
yogi.
you go.
A yogi
There you
stressed.
go. See, this is another big difference between yoga and weightlifting, is that in yoga, it's a different kind of skill to soften, like to breathe into the areas of tension and let them elongate, versus breathing into the areas of tension that you're contracting. So it's a different skill set, that like relaxing when it hurts versus contracting when it hurts. You know, when it's uncomfortable.
Because it is the opposite. When you're inhaling, generally it's the upward movement. It's like, and the exhale is like softening, grounding, where usually when you're doing a push-up, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
The exhale's extending
outward. Yeah. This will be the last one.
All right, try this real quick, just to like do a little range of motion test. So I want you to raise this arm up. Maybe let's turn like to the side so they can see.
Okay.
So right arm up, and then imagine like you're reaching for your back, but try not to touch your back.
Okay.
And then reach your left arm and try not to touch the back. And just energetically kind of reach without touching, and then switch.
Well, there's a difference.
So it's a little bit of a different, when you're not touching.
Yeah, yeah.
You can just kind of, just start to move in a little, and just, we're kind of flossing the shoulders here. We're really trying to focus, keeping that chest up.
Oh, yeah. Diaphragm nice and open. Oh. Good. All right.
Feeling good. That was it, right? We're done?
That was it, the whole workout. Overhead shoulder press.
I don't lift weights often, but shoulder press is the one thing that I do because it really complements the handstand push-up. If you notice, as he comes up, exactly, this is basically essentially simplifying or reflecting the exact movement of how a handstand push-up looks. I mean, you got 40, that's 80 pounds. I would say your torso and arms and leg. Yeah, I would say you have the strength. It does start here, but it does slightly come here, which I know isn't the correct form. So, but I think it's pretty similar.
It is. It is.
So I can kind of just show you what I'm talking about. So I come down.
Oh, shit.
So a lot of people, they can't just go into that. So, because you're carrying a lot of weight depending on how much you weigh. So to be able to get to that progressively with controlled weight is super helpful. That's why weights are just awesome. So this is 80 pounds.
I'll be doing those in between sets.
Good. Keep the legs wide.
Wide?
Yep, and now slightly come forward for a push-up. Yep, and then right up. 1. Let's go for 3. 2. Oh, he's got the strength. Easy. Easy. Hold. Down. Woo!
That was actually pretty tough.
Oh, shit.
Damn, bro. How long did it take you to be able to do one of those?
I honestly just got him within the last like 6 months.
Really?
Yeah, it took me a while because I weigh 180 pounds, so I never had. In yoga, there's 2 kinds of strength. There's bent arm strength and straight arm strength. Straight arm is straight arm scapular, so it's super easy for me.
The stack.
To just keep the arm straight.
Yeah.
A little bit more core is involved in mobility because I have to get the shoulders underneath the hips. But the bent arm strength was always super difficult for me, but it unlocked a lot of different transitions and things. So yeah, this workout's gonna start getting gnarly.
So I actually, I wanna jump over here and do a barbell exercise. They're called Z presses.
Perfect.
You've probably never done these before, but I feel like they would be perfect for building strength for handstand push-ups. Basically you're gonna unrack it, keep it here, keep your core tight, your navel kind of like tucked in.
Yep.
And then straight up, overhead, put your head through the window, so to speak. So you don't want to keep it back here. You want to go up.
Ooh, that simulates that handstand push-up perfectly. Dude, I'm gonna use this one for sure. And I love how you take out the legs, because there's a lot of, when we're standing, we use our legs unintentionally.
Oh, woo. This is just 45 pounds. We're gonna put on some weight. I want to see how you do.
Oh, this is just the bar.
Just the bar, yeah.
I'm already anticipating.
Nice, stable. You keep your legs wide.
So I like to go a little slightly shoulder distance.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Legs kind of come here.
Yep, legs wide. Press up. All good. There you go, good. Good.
So head comes through.
Yep. There you go.
You might turn me into a bodybuilder.
Really feel all this activating back here, this thoracic spot. Yeah, good. I feel like this is a really tough one for bodybuilders to do because they don't have the shoulder mobility.
They don't have this right here.
They can't do this. So you see how his shoulder mobility is coming all the way up?
As I come up, I pull the head.
See how far back his shoulders are? They're stacked. Some bodybuilders, they're stuck right there because they actually can't get this far. They can only come up to here when they raise their shoulder. They can't go much further back.
I see a lot of people when they do handstands, their shoulders are right here.
That's how I do handstands.
So you're like what you were doing with the bar.
Yeah.
Is this?
Yep. That exactly.
Which
you see the shoulder angle from being in front to being fully behind.
And what that does is it allows your hips to come over. Because if you're here, you're compensating with your lower body. Let's add some weight.
Let's throw a 10 on. I want to see how. Again, we're not going for.
I like that about him. Form over weight.
Always.
A lot of people try to prove a point, you know, with heavy weight, but it's like, let's just do this shit right.
What point are you trying to prove?
Come on.
You know. Ooh, that last part this is easy from here to here. This part, whole back is lit up.
Shirts off for the boys.
Yeah.
Yogi and a bodybuilder.
Woo. All right, let's see it, Jonah. There we go. Easy. Easy. That boy's a bodybuilder now. You'll feel it in your hip flexors too, stabilizing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Good. Two more. Good. One more. One more. Push through. There we go. Good. Easy.
Yeah, this is definitely a different kind of strength for me. A lot of times when I'm doing these movements, I'm using my legs to kind of
get a
support
little bit
me,
more
but
momentum.
taking out this really isolates the upper body strength. So I'm loving it. And I think it's important just remembering, like, when you are lifting weights, you're not just doing it. Obviously, there's the byproduct of aesthetics, but think about when you're doing a specific movement, how is it going to help me with something else that's athletic? I think that's the key, and that's why I resonate with Nimai's style of lifting, because everything has a purpose. We're not just doing it to grow a bigger bicep so we can crush something, you know? It's like, it's intentional.
Yeah. I grow bigger biceps so I can carry more groceries.
Yeah,
you know, in one trip.
You just want to look better at Air One.
Yeah. I'm not making 2 trips. Yeah, 2 trip.
He's still on that.
2 trip Tony? Absolutely not.
Guy named Tony watching this.
Sorry, Tony. No offense to all the 2 trippers out there.
Handstands are going to be tough after this, if we have any shoulders left.
Yeah, that's going to be the reason why I can't do it. Just fatigued.
A little shoulder kind of warm-up mobility in between. It's really nice. It looks a little goofy, but I promise it works. Let me just set this down. Actually,
Here, I'll hold it.
So essentially, you just want to have the arms overhead, and you want to just kind of like...
That's how I dance.
That's how you dance?
Yeah, in the club. Not weight.
If you weigh anywhere between 140 and 180, and you can do an isolated shoulder press sitting down with, what is this, 90 pounds?
95 pounds, yeah.
You should have the strength to do a handstand push-up. So let's see how this goes.
Even if you should be able to get 3. Nice. Good, drive. Explode up, good. There we go, good shit. Good stuff, bro. See, he's got that good. Look at that. Look how far up you can do. What pose is that in yoga?
Cobra.
Huh?
Cobra?
Cobra? Yeah. See, I can't go that far back.
So this is actually really helpful to cultivate these muscles when you're doing like, actually like on a harder surface. So if I didn't have those back muscles, I'd collapse. So really lifting the heart, engaging the glutes as well.
Yeah. I don't know if I can do that. Here, show me. So where do I put my hand?
So this one's to the side.
To the side.
Really easy way to get into it is have your knees open up, feet together. You kind of want to just like fall onto your elbow. It's called a stab. Yep, and then lean forward and give that same. Yep, exactly, right there. Keep the feet together.
Together?
Oh, or out. Yep, and now try to lift the heart a little bit more. Yes, dude.
Oh.
Exactly.
I feel like I need the wrist.
So sometimes if you go into lotus,
Yeah, I can't do that.
it makes it a little easier because it keeps the legs together. And then you want to just lean
Yeah. I can't even sit lotus like that.
What I love about this one is it really forces you to use the back muscles, whereas in...
Bro.
That's tough. Way harder than it looks, by the way.
It's only 5 pounds, but in that position, arms fully extended, you gotta think it's 5 pounds times this force on such a small muscle group.
Something interesting with this one that I love is like a lot of times when we do like back bending arching movements, we're using the support of our hands, which starts to kind of like go right into the low back. But using this with the shoulders out kind of forces you to use all those spinal
all the
erectors.
mid-back, all of the mid-back.
The simple cobra push-ups. And then maybe again doing them with less weight in the hands. And then bringing the hands closer in towards the hips.
And then do it.
Allow you to really find that full range. So notice the difference if your hands are up here, try it.
Yeah.
And now try it with the hands like almost right by the hips. See, really use those.
Oh yeah.
Nice. You can feel the glutes, like you're not tensing them, but they naturally.
Yeah. Yeah, my mid-back is
and then lower
lit
down
up.
slow. Good. And if you really want to explore a little bit more, see if I can do it after all those shoulder presses. So you're here.
Yeah.
You just roll forward. Get momentum. Yes. Oh, dude, you have it.
Almost. Hold on.
Push. Bro, I bet you didn't even know you could do that.
I had no idea.
You would be able to get the feet
push
over.
It up. Yeah.
I love how we put the shoulder together and the back together.
Yeah, I learned a new trick. I wanted to take a quick pause and share something truly special with you all. Over the past year, I've been on a journey of self-mastery and self-discovery. Breathwork has been an instrumental practice that's helped me find clarity, peace, and a profound connection to my mental and emotional well-being. It's truly remarkable how something as simple as tapping into our breath can bring such a positive change. And now I've partnered with Open, an incredible mindfulness platform that shares my passion for helping others find balance and health. And the best part is that they're offering you a 30-day free trial to their resources when you sign up through my special link. So I hope you join me on this journey towards a more mindful, balanced, and joyful life. Stay mindful, my friends.
Yeah, so with squats, I think I'd love to get your perspective, obviously, but with yoga, obviously we work a lot into the hips, right? So the more open your hips are, the more you can keep your heels on the floor. So there's a tendency for people to say that the knees shouldn't go over the toes, which is true to some case, but now we're seeing a lot of obviously different mobility. So as I set the hips back, the posture is good. Most people stop here. What do you think this is connected to? A lot of ankle mobility. Hips, knees.
Yep.
So obviously with load, which is weight, we don't want to go that low.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see how, because I'm comfortable, I go to the bathroom in a squat. I'm curious how it is to put a bar in a weight.
You do it on the seat? No, seriously, true story. I have a friend, I won't say his name. He poops sitting on the toilet, like sitting on the seat, like this. Like this is the seat, he poops like this.
I mean, if it's his toilet, that's fine, because usually you could break it, so now they make the squatty potties, which make it a little bit more accessible.
But he'll do it at anybody's toilet.
A majority of people on planet Earth go to the bathroom in a squat. If you look in India, that's how they all do it. So we've kind of lost this position in modern day society. I actually just recently took out all the furniture in my house. So we don't have any chairs, any stools, nothing. Everything is low seating, like Japanese style. And what happens is we have better posture now. So I'm just curious to see how this translates with bared weight. I honestly haven't done this before.
Okay.
So let's check it out.
Yeah. Well, let's get you under the bar, and then I'll do a little bit of form correction. So you want to get you can get your fingers just pinky right here on this ring. You want to get under it. Don't lift it yet. Just put it nice and high on your traps. Underneath. Yep. Put it nice and high on your traps. So you want to actually set your feet up before you lift it. People have the tendency to try to lift it with one leg like this. Huge mistake. You can injure your back that way. You're on your lower back, mid back. It can be a little wonky. So what you want to do is you want to go as if you're doing like a high squat from here, then lift it up, and then take your step forward, just to save you.
Thank you for saving my low back.
Yeah.
Because I was about to do
Yeah.
that.
So up, good. Just take a step forward, 2 steps forward.
Stable.
Yep. See how his feet, you can get your feet a little bit closer. Yep, about right
Now
there.
they're not inward rotated.
No, externally rotated slightly, about like 1 and 11 o'clock is a good position. You want to externally rotate your hips to where you actually have the weight on the outer part of this center line. You don't want your knees to cave in. You don't want to come up and be like this. You want to actually imagine rotating the floor outward with your feet. Engage the glutes.
Great cues.
And then come down. Keep that chest nice and high. You can let your knees travel forward a little bit. You got the mobility. Yep. Yeah, perfect. See, with proper form, you can actually put load on this and go all the way down. I like to keep it a little bit past 90, depending on your mobility, keeping your glutes engaged the entire time. So at the bottom, dig into your heels and see if you can engage your glutes. So flex the heels all the way up. Keep them squeezed the entire way up. There you go. When you come down, you can almost fill the belly with what do you call it, a 360 breath. So imagine pushing pressure down into your belly, expanding all the rib cage, and then expand on the way up, then breathe out on the way up. So perfect. We'll just do a couple sets. I did heavy squats yesterday, so I'll just do lightweight.
45?
Yeah, 45. So I've actually been working on my squat depth for probably 2-3 years. And I did not always have this type of mobility. This has been years of, I actually had to retrain myself and started back off on 135 just so I could get down proper form and proper depth and proper recruitment and engagement and retrain my mind, because before I wouldn't have proper form, I wouldn't have good hip placement, and I would come down to right here, and you'll see what happens when you don't have good hip mobility or good knee mobility or ankle. You tend to lean forward and put it on your lower back, and you end up doing one of these, which is just going to destroy your lower back. So you want to keep your spine nice and neutral. Come back and then come up. You see my spine? Boom. Tight core, big breath. Engage the glutes.
I noticed you have low profile shoes on too, which probably helps.
I like to squat with barefoot shoes just so I can get my toes nice and engaged. Have those, squeeze the floor, spread my toes, have a lot more stability and balance.
Makes me feel better because I'm barefoot. Beautiful form.
Actually, what some people don't know too is that stretching your muscle under load is another independent form or driver of hypertrophy. So simply holding weight in its elongated position can actually stimulate muscle growth. So holding it down here for a pause can actually help build muscle.
All right, this is a lot of weight for me. I'm going to go for it though.
Go for it?
I'm going to use the foundations you taught me.
Let's do it. This is going to be your PR. All right, good setup. Yeah, there we go. Remember, keep it on the outside here. Good, good. See if you can slow it down on the way down. Slow, nice and controlled. Chest nice and high. See if we can go a little bit lower. There we go. There we go. Now you engage your glutes that last time. You felt it? Before you were mainly on your quads, and once you went past that point, then you fired them.
Do a little mobility. I'm actually curious to see how you do with this one. So just come into the top of a push-up. Actually, just come into a downward facing dog.
Here.
Just lift your thighs, shoulder.
So do you see a lot of bodybuilders or people that have a lot of muscle mass doing yoga now more frequently in your classes?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think people have come to the realization that yoga is not just for people that wear all white. It's like, it's actually an intelligent system of movement that can, you know, really help you with everything else and accentuate all your other movements and performance. So when you look at it like that, I think you come into the practice a little differently.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, some of these things have been adapted. Like some of the stuff we were doing right here isn't traditional yoga, but it comes from yoga, you know. So they were just really smart thousands of years to find different ways to touch different parts of the body. So it's just Eastern calisthenics.
It feels like it's like a calibration. You know how like you go like you bring your car into the shop and get like an alignment, like the wheels align because it's a little wobbly. I feel like yoga for me is this like daily kind of calibration for my alignment.
Yeah,
you know?
that's a great way to look at it.
Yeah.
I love that metaphor. That rings true because a lot of times people will just like go in and they'll get their fascia worked on or whatever, and that's good, or like a chiropractic adjustment.
Yeah.
But often the muscle always brings yourself back.
Yeah.
So if you work to manipulate the muscle, which is the yoga postures, you'll keep your body in that alignment for longer periods of time. And it's like a constant retuning every day, just like you would to brush your teeth.
Yeah, I mean, some people drive around with their engine light on, flashing lights, and they're just like, I'm good. Like, you know those people, they're just like ignoring the signals. And one of my favorite quotes is that if you don't learn to listen to your body whenever it's whispering to you, you're gonna have to listen to it when it yells at you. So those daily calibrations, those daily stretches, yoga practices, just even light flexibility, light stretching, it goes so far and it can prevent so many injuries and help you maintain that mobility. Even like what he was saying with removing the furniture, you sit on the floor, it's a stretch. You find a comfortable position, like you're stretching in some way, just constantly adjusting your position to be like, okay, like it's like a daily stretch, even just by sitting down on the floor and doing whatever, you know, even just like sitting like this, like with the laptop, you know, you're doing like a hamstring stretch. Like there's so many ways like floor culture can improve your posture without even it being a thing that you do.
We're going to kind of start in a wide forward fold, just like we did with the handstand push-up. Come forward, bring your hands down, shoulder width distance. Good. Tuck the chin. I'm going to act like a wall, and all I'm going to do is bring his hips, keep your arms straight, the shoulders are engaged. Notice his hand position is really nice. Come onto the tippy toes. His hips are going to come over, and watch, the legs just float up. Bring the legs together now. Good. So I'm acting like a wall. He doesn't even need my help. I'm going to bring the body away. He's going to squeeze the glutes, squeeze your legs together. Good. Breathe here. Give him a little back adjustment. Completely relax. Alright?
Yeah. That crack was like, I'm 6 foot now.
So if you actually bring the legs together to start, like a hike, and now come forward. And as soon as you feel the hips, open the legs wide. Right there. Oh man, barely did anything. And then you can do the opposite, you can do the negative, which is the eccentric, right?
That was tough.
Yep, so that's what you want to practice, is maybe just getting into the handstand, whichever way is best, and then literally coming down.
Damn, that shit's wild. Can you go back up from there?
That's what I'm working on.
That's
This is called Standasana. We're just going to kind of hang out in this position.
This is actually like a bodybuilding pose.
Really?
Yeah. There you go.
Let's mix them together. Good, so the knees over the toe, obviously, when you want to spin onto the heel, kind of like open up like you're opening up a combination to a lock. Exhale, release. Arm balance on either side. So this is kind of like the starting point. But the key is to extend that left foot out, bring the elbows in, and then lift that back leg up. Shoot it back. Very natural. So this one, I chose this posture specifically because a lot of bodybuilders have a tough time with this. So interlace the fingers if possible. And don't force it. Good. I'm gonna kind of step in here so you can lean into me. Yep, I'm like a wall.
Okay.
And we're gonna try this concept of contraction first, resistance, and then release.
Okay.
So you're gonna press into me. He's pressing into me. He's contracting, his shoulders contract. Now exhale, release. Look how much more range he gets right away. One more time, press into me. Press into me. Exhale, release. Wow. Look at the difference.
Wow.
Exhale, slowly come up.
Wow.
Yeah, beautiful.
That was a huge difference. I don't know what it looked like, but it felt like...
Dude, you literally cleared like this much space.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Bro.
What an honor, bro. Thank you for having me.
Jonah, love you, bro.
Nice to reconnect with
thanks for coming and training.
OG homies.
Yeah. So, look, if you don't already follow Jonah, you can obviously see he's a wealth of information. He posts really great content. Be sure to go follow him across all platforms. He hosts retreats all over the world. You got one coming up?
Teacher trainings, man. Yeah, we got some teacher trainings coming up. So I'm gonna get Nimai there.
Yeah.
Costa Rica, coming soon.
Coming soon. Also, big shout out to Dominate Gym here in Santa Monica. They were nice enough to let us come in here and film and use their lovely space. It's right here on Main Street. If you're in the area, be sure to come and check it out and tell them Nimai sent you. Namaste. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment. Leave a comment letting me know who else you would want to see me collaborate with. I'm gonna bring a lot more guests on this show. And yeah, as always, appreciate you. Until next time.